Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Dungeon Souls. So why am I playing this guy again? Ow. Mainly, we want to unlock the next difficulty level. And we can't do that until we beat the boss. So we're going to be taking Captain Goddamn does 30 damage already when attacking. We're going to be taking him for a bit of a spin. Bit of a death and destruction tour, I think. Okay. So I have some interesting questions about how this will all work. Jesus, my defense is absurd. My everything is absurd. Oh right, there's no cap on defense now either, which is really handy. Okay, so I could put points into the shield dash, but it's got a much longer cooldown now. I don't know how the duration is. I should probably take a look at that for 1 second. I think I might pass. I think I'm just going to be focusing this character purely on as high of damage as I can possibly do. And I mean, we're already doing 40 damage per swing. That is pretty high damage. So the reason why I want to do this is I feel like this character might be one of the only ones to have like an easy shot at taking out the last boss. He's got an insane amount of defense. He's got an insane amount of damage, and he's got an even more insane amount of health as far as I'm concerned. Hello, stuff. That is good stuff, too. Cooldown reduction might even affect my attack speed, which is awesome. Okay, unfortunately, Oh, did I not go... I did go shopping. I just went for the +1 damage. Okay. But obviously, things we need, healing. If I can get the Sword of Regen, we are golden. Can't get that, I don't know. Really depends. Also, gotta remember, Christmas Town, actually worth going to nowadays. Okay, so let's try chakramaing it up. How much damage does this thing do? A fair amount, actually. Okay, so I should be able to just, like, chuck stuff. And this, yeah, this will clear house just about as efficiently. The current incarnation of the health potion just makes me sad. And -1 damage, damn it. Whatever. Not the end of the world. But, yeah, I can actually chuck this thing for faster clearing than the hammer. So we're going to be using the Chakar for most of this. Why are we getting nothing but golden keys? I don't know. Oh well. Does that mean... Have I opened up the golden chest on this floor? I don't think I have. Nope, haven't. Okay. We might as well grab the spiky ball. Grab all of these things. Yeah, it doesn't hand out blues as often as it used to. Oh well, geez, we've already taken off a substantial amount of his health. Yeah, because the hammer... The hammer is good. The hammer is really good. But it looks like the Chakar does do both physical and magic damage. Which is really handy. Okay, any of these good? I mean, we've got the Assassin's Blade, which is kind of completely useless. In retrospect, yeah. The Assassin's Blade resets ability cooldowns. That doesn't do any good. Xena Warrior Princess. If Xena Warrior Princess was horrifying looking, I'd be in agreement there. Okay. And I gotta remember, I can actually hot swap between the two, if I want to. That's not a bad move. Okay, so yeah, we're going to just try and bull rush the end, see if we can beat that boss. I'm just going to keep pumping points into damage. I don't remember exactly how many talent points we get, but, I mean, currently we do 170% damage with the Chakram, and yeah, wow. Put enough points into it, and the Chakar actually is going to do just flat out more damage. That's interesting. I didn't realize that was going to be a thing, but it totally is. Alright. Because the damage scaling per perk level is actually much higher with the Chakar than the hammer. Weird. I feel like it's an oversight on the developers, but it could be them trying to, like, stopgap between the hammer and the Chakar. But at the same time, the Chakar is just, like, so much faster as far as, like, you know, just attack speed, if given the chance. Plus, you know, strike through and massive reach and stuff. So I don't know. Seems like an odd position to me, but then again, who am I to question things? Still no silver keys. I feel like they dropped the drop rate substantially since previous patches. But that's, I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. It's just kind of one of those where it's like, I was expecting the drop rate to stay maybe at least close, but at this point we're getting lots of golden keys and next to nothing as far as silver. I don't know. Yeah, the hammer is really satisfying. You are correct on that one. And the stun effect. is worthwhile, but at the same time, the Chikar is perfect for clearing rooms, and you don't really get that. You don't. I mean, look, we just hucked that straight through and destroyed that group of enemies. Like the hammer is satisfying, but it lacks the clearing power of any of the other characters. I don't know. This character seems kind of broken in comparison. You're not wrong. He does feel really, really, really strong. Oh, that wasn't worth it. That was not worth it in the slightest. Okay, where's the last one we haven't been to? There we go. The problem with this character that I would say does kind of off balance the fact that he seems so broken. He doesn't scale very well. Well, okay. He sort of does. At max, at the same stats, a ranger would mess him up to no end just because he only gets to attack like once. Hello, slingshot. That's useful. Is that... and beaker. And everything else is kind of useless here. So it's like, on one hand, this mini-map is distracting now. I don't like its current incarnation. It needs work. I don't know. It's hard to say, like, truly who's the most broken. Because I did a run with a ranger earlier that felt, like, amazingly broken as well. And so I think it's just kind of a matter of perspective. That said, my pure damage output is ridiculous. Because, like, I do well... yeah. Okay, fine. This character is kind of ridiculous. Then again, I've also been pumping, you know, point after point into his various stats. As far as, like, passives go. So, of course, he's going to be a little bit more ridiculous than most other heroes along the way. I don't know. It's not a big deal. It's just... I do feel like... I almost feel like other rank 5 characters should have as much health as many stats as this guy does. And that, you know, they're pretty much boring in regular difficulty mode. The last boss of, you know, regular difficulty should be a lot easier. And then pretty much what you're supposed to do is once you hit rank 5 and you've maxed out all of your perks, you either, like, loop like crazy if you really, really want to do that. Or you, either you loop like crazy, or you, go on to higher difficulty levels, which this guy totally feels like he is meant for. This guy feels like he's meant for, say, nightmare mode and stuff like that. Hey, Yojic, how's it? How it goes? Yeah. But no, my starting stats and the way that my abilities scale is what turns this character into such a broken mess that nobody else even comes close to. I'm gonna turn that music up a bit. Chipsel's so good. She really is. Where's the portal we're looking for anyway? Bam! Yeah, what is my hammer scaling currently at? 250. Yeah, so it's still gonna be it's a long time. In fact, I don't think my Chikar damage will ever catch up to where my hammer is, but it gets closer with every perk put into it. It's just at this point I think I only get like one more point. Whatever. Not a big deal. But we can just ruin bosses in this situation. We can ruin pretty much everything. Epic Run is the priest the other day. Good to hear it. I'm currently boycotting most of the caster classes until I understand what the magic system currently does. Because currently I'm a little bit leery of it, you know, being completely non-functional. But I haven't seen the math too much. I'm just afraid it's going to give me bad habits or just be broken and annoying. Plus, I also want to unlock the next difficulty level so I can get to the even further difficulty level if I can ever get there. Which seems unlikely, but at the same time, I don't know. It's worth a shot. Hey, golden keys. We're getting a lot of those, but they're just not giving me greens. Like, it feels like greens have been kind of nixed from the item pool. But that's just because they don't drop as much. Merlin's hat, yeah! Alright, so we might actually swing my hammer pretty fast. Nope! Still takes a while. Does crazy damage, though. It really does. Okay, what do we want? We might as well go with magnetism. Nothing else is going to help me here. Unless I already had magnetism. Interesting. Apparently magnetism stacks? Wasn't aware of that. That's good to know. Just very curious about that as a thing. Oh. Let's just switch back and forth between the Chikari. If my Chikari ever gets stuck in a place, it's reassuring to know that I can just switch weapons and get it. Hey, lockpick. Hey, oh, lockpick's a use item now. What's it do? All silver chests in the room. Oh, that's not just all silver chests. That's just all chests. Holy shit, that is good. We just got the crown. Oh, we are downright unstoppable. What are our stats? Absurd. Unfortunately, the crown does not seem to give magic stats. That's a bit of an oversight. 20% max HP. Damn. Alright, off we go. This is ridiculous. We've got a silver key. Might as well go with that. So we need to go find a golden chest and... Yeah! Alright. No chest will be left unopened by me. I don't know how long this run's gonna go, but all of a sudden it seems like this run could go on quite a while in this current incarnation. The lockpick is broken, but I do kind of like it. I just wish it had like a longer cooldown or something like that. Or, I actually don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work. I have no idea. Let's see, and seeing as we have the lockpick, we might as well just buy the hammer. A little bit of extra damage, why not? Does the crown stack? No, unfortunately, no blue item stacks in this game, from what I know. But at the same time, if crown stacked, it would just get really absurd real fast. Like at this point, I'm already an unstoppable monster. I'm not putting any points into resistance because I have a theory that resistance actually is a meaningless stat currently. It's in the game, but it doesn't do anything. I could be wrong on that one. We could end up getting totally dunked by the boss because he does too much damage. And, you know, no healing, which is something I've been whining about for the past 2 episodes. So I'm not really going to mention that. I'm just going to destroy everything. Let's see. I don't know what those dots are. Probably, like, weird leftover bug nonsense. Can I... Yeah! Minus bonus damage. Nah, whatever. Ooh, we just got the bloodstone. How much health am I going to have? 464! Jesus Christ. We are the healthiest. If I hadn't gotten that stone that reduces my max HP, we would have had even higher. We would have had too much. Didn't resistance make you immune to stuff like slow? Oh. Really? If that's the case, that would be awesome. I'll have to go take a look at that in a second. Resistance. It does not tell me what the resistance stat currently does. However, if that's the case, that actually makes the concept of putting points into resistance as a stat is actually incredibly useful. Let's do... Actually, accuracy is useless for this character. How many hammers do I have? 3. Okay. I don't really get it. Whatever. Not a big deal. Wish there was a way of, like, getting double shot chakrams or... Wow. I just hammer smashed people. Like, I think I did a hammer smash chain explosion? I think that's what happened. It's very hard to tell. This game is confusing. I don't think I've been shopping yet. Nope, must have been shopping. Just wasn't paying attention. Let's get out of here. With our ill-gotten gains. What do we get? Good stuff. Nothing really that great from the... I'm just gonna hammer him to death. I usually don't fight this guy with hammers. Oh, he has like a thing that follows you. Jesus. That was some damage. Beauteous. Okay. We got a couple seconds left. We might as well keep putting points into the Pac-Man's glove. I really should save the money, though. Oh, well. I guess we got a bunch of keys, so that kind of helps out. I thought I bought a golden key. No, I refused to because I didn't need to. Okay, I was wondering about that. Yeah, so we've got enough knockback that enemies will explode, and while they're exploding, they get knocked back into the other enemies, resulting in massive just amounts of death and like chain reaction explosions. It's quite beautiful, actually. This works out well. So yeah, I will have to check if resistance gives you a resistance to stuff like slowing. Well, seeing as putting points into other things is kind of meaningless here, we might as well do it. You know, in its current incarnation with the lockpick, I'm not really sure what the difference is between this and the old one, which just unlocked all chests too. I guess this is a little bit more reliable. I'm glad it's a use item. I guess it's also rare, so it's not that big of a deal if it is completely freaking broken. Actually, no, I don't know. It does feel kind of cheap to me to have an item that unlocks every chest forever. I don't really regret it, but it does feel just mildly unfair along the way. Oh well, could be worse. As we've got a couple of, like, circles for teleportation. They're just kind of busted. Hey, we've got the shield. Nice. No golden chest, though. Might be in another room, but then again, I do have an extra key for that. Might want to save it, just in case. But we've got, like, 20 seconds before... We got 20 seconds before, we can use it again. So chances are we can use as much as we want in this floor. Jeez, these things are terrifying. Regardless of how threatening they are to me. I just don't like them. I'm not used to this song. Okay, let's get the treasure box. I don't think that does me any good. In this case, I'm going to save my cash. I want to save it for perks. And those are currently not super useful. Did I adjust my stream tracks? Or did I just never notice this song? I have no idea. But yeah. I'm hoping chat is right and that resistance is increases your like resilience against stuff like slows and stuns and stuff, because that would make a lot of sense if I were, as far as I'm concerned, because those are some of the most obnoxious effects in the game to get hit by, and if you were just flat out immune to it, that would make life just so much easier. I'm just gonna wait for a second. Still haven't found the golden chest. Let's see, what are my stats? Completely ridiculous. Got a fairly high stun chance, too. Let's just fire that in there. And get more golden keys. Infinite golden keys. Yeah, the problem is these guys still pose a significant danger, if and only if because this means I'm going to be injured going into the next boss fight. No golden chest. Let's see how much damage we can do to him. Luckily, we're kind of fast. We got a lot of defense. Okay, Judgment. Okay, that's a lot of damage. But my massive amount of defense worked. Okay. Next phase. I really wish I knew how much... I really wish I knew how much HP he had. That's okay. We're fine. Let's switch back. We can Shikar both of them. Did I get them both? No. I just got that one I leveled up. Perfect. Okay. Looks like we're unlocking the next difficulty today. That's exactly what I was looking for. Got him. I'll just put points into resistance. Give or take. Let's see. And we want the lockpick. And we do 230% damage with the Shikar. And almost 300% damage with the hammer. Bam. Okay, we are going to be some kind of horrifying monster from this. Yeah. You say congrats, but honestly, that was actually surprisingly easy. Given the situation. This character is kind of nuts. In an incredibly unfair way. At least we'll be able to make, like, crazy money so we can max out all of the other perks. Which I can dig. Like, this is the highest damaging character you can possibly make, I think, right now. It's pretty goddamn unfair. And throw in the extra explosion chances, because I've gotten, like, 4 detonators by this point. We're effectively swimming in explosions. And that makes clearing levels incredibly easy. Especially because I've got several Healy moves too. Which is handy. Okay. I'll switch to the Shikar. But bam. Still haven't gotten that far so easily. Well, to be fair, this character is much more broken than any of the other characters in the game. As far as I'm concerned, the warrior can come close, the barbarian can get pretty nuts. But none of them can hold a candle to just how freaking broken this guy is. Just got another crown. Oh, hey, the mushroom is no longer a proc effect. That's actually really nice. I dig it. Okay, and we can go to Merlin's library if we want to. We might as well. Because it doesn't seem like bosses drop a whole lot of greens anymore anyway. So I might as well try and get like another... Actually, I don't know if you can stack Merlin's hats. I think you can. I think they're one of the few greens that will stack. I'm just going to keep putting points into resistance at this point. Because I don't really have a better idea of what to do with myself. And we are getting a lot of keys here. Which we really don't need, but I guess helps. Also, I just realized since we don't have the mushrooms to slow us down, that probably means performance is going to be really high. Like, actually not just comically atrocious. Okay. So how much would it be for the Molotov? The Molotov, we're going with the Molotov. Screw you, Redeemer. I got health potions for days. Let's go see Merlin. What's that? Sword of Ice? Alright, another hammer. Other that, don't even know. Don't even know. But it works. Yeah, not even these guys are threatening anymore. I remember when they used to be terrifying. It is expensive buying these herbs. Probably worth it, though. Oh, I'm standing on a trap. Go figure. I was wondering why, like, it was impossible for me to, like, move and stuff like that. Oh, well. I just walk into a room and it explodes. That is kind of one of the problems after a certain point in this game, that it does become so comically easy that, like, there's nothing to stop you from being, like, the most absurd person in the universe. Destroying the world, destroying the countryside. I'm explodinating the every side. Far side, near side, back side, front side. We'll leave the front side alone. We don't care that much about front sides anyway. Let's just keep ruining this game. Ooh. Magnifying glass. Oh, right. I've seen that before. I thought for a second we found a unique item that I've never found yet. I think there are a couple of new items that haven't that I haven't run across yet, but they're few and far between. Oh, but this is so nice, looping without the mushrooms. I thought they were going to be a pox upon this game all the way. Hey, Foxy, how's it going? Let's just destroy the universe. Might as well pick up extra enemy health, extra me health. I don't know which factors in, the multiplicatives or the otherwise, because it does give me base health, but I think the multiplications have already been factored in, so chances are I'm only going to be able to get small increments of health at this point, which is kind of a shame, but also not a big deal, because let's be honest here, not really a whole lot of threat here. No face cam tonight. Oh shoot, I forgot to put it on. Oops. I can fix that. I can fix that quick. That's just a matter of dragging it down. Perfect. Guess my face interferes with the map, but at the same time, who really cares about the map? Hey, we got the turtle. Wait, okay, it is double Merlin. I thought so. I was wondering if we weren't going to have double Merlin here, and that felt kind of bizarre to me. It is much easier fighting this guy. Oh, you can reflect those. Oh, you can reflect those back into him. Wow. That makes Merlin a lot more fun. Because right now he's kind of a dick. Well, he was always kind of a dick, but we've solved that dickery with judicious use of hammer. Let's use that. Extra crit. Alright, that works for me. Let's move the, let's get rid of the map. I don't like the current map just because you can't change the transparency on it, and it's really distracting. Holy crap, look at this. It even died in here. Oh, wow. Is that really how that worked? It is. Apparently just using the lockpick opens every single chest on the floor. They really have not bug tested that one at all. Alright. Confusing, but I'm not going to complain too much. Not in the slightest. We should probably just kind of beeline for the end. Do we even want to go to Christmas Town at this point? I don't know. I kind of want to like see how far I can go before I get totally dunked by something. I'm hoping I can get a bunch of Merlin's books. What is this? Oh, whoa. What did I just pick up? Oh, I picked up a butterfly wing. I forgot butterfly wings don't, Oh, right. I've got the, I've got the slingshot. That's why I do so much, like, proc AoE damage. What was I? Was I stuck on a pedestal or something there? Oh, a trap. Okay. Yeah, the slingshot does massive damage. Sometimes I kind of wish that the, butterfly wing wasn't a use item. Just because it's kind of a worthless use item, especially for the cooldown. And the, like, amount of damage it does. But I also just miss it proccing randomly. And, you know, that little bit of, like, around the character AoE damage. Oh well, not the end of the world. Is it just me, or is this an even more absurd run than the previous run I did with this guy that was nonsensical? I think so. I wasn't paying that much attention to it, admittedly. Wow. How much damage do we do? I guess we've got permacrit on. Well, we've almost got permacrit on. But pretty much anytime we attack, they take, like, butt tons of damage. It's silly. Okay, so we get rockets, we get more healing, we get potions. Oh, the rock... Oh, come on! The rocket's a use item now? Oh. That's a shame. More unicorn horns. Is that a sword of ice? It was. We already had one of those, though. Okay, that doesn't really help. Man, I miss the rockets. The rockets were awesome. You could just use them and... sucks. Not really the end of the world, it just sucks. They're fun. Like, I'd rather the use items do, like, cool and interesting things. Like, they worked great in, Risk of Rain. Here? Not so much, though. I wonder if I can get, like, so many unicorn horns that it's actually, like, it procs frequently. Then again, I almost do as much damage as the unicorn does base. So that is actually another consideration to make here. That after a certain point, I'm just going to be absurd enough that it doesn't matter. Because, yeah, if I can get a bunch of those twin blades, we're going to be doing, what, quadruple damage plus 230% extra damage from just talents, which is absurd in and of itself. Let's start putting points back into the damage. It's small beans, but small beans add up to one very big pot of chili. And then you've just destroyed the world. And hello, Guardian armor. All right. And the tortoise shell, which I don't think stacks. Okay, so we've got even more defense now. And more health, maybe? I don't actually remember what the Guardian armor does. Health, oh, it was 5 max health, but I don't think that functioned. Weird. Alright. Get another crown. I really wish everything stacked, but, you know, extreme diminishing returns after the first one. So maybe every crown that after the first gives you an extra, like, 1% HP and some other things like that. Not big enough to, like, make a real difference here. Just small amounts to make it, like, worth picking up. I think that would be a good compromise to the... you know, to the completely unique items. Because if it only gave me 1 extra max HP or maybe 2% or something like that, I'd be okay with it. It's just when it doesn't give me anything. That's when it just feels weird and wrong. Do we go through the extra 2 levels? I mean, we're really fast. We're at 4 out of 5. Let's just go. I mean, the money is nice, but I'm not really here for it. I'm trying to pick this up, but it's not working. Okay, shop has nothing useful. We don't care about keys anymore because we don't use them. The lockpick is currently handling everything. Okay. Can I just bust through these guys? Looks like it. Okay, this is embarrassing. There we go. I was about to whip out the hammer, and it's just like, well, this is the only way we can kill him, apparently. Which is news to me. Still, these guys don't even do damage. This is funny. A lot of streams make a river. Yeah, that's the actual phrase. My whole bean thing was just nonsense. I was just thinking of chili, because I make really good chili. I actually made really good sweet and sour pork the other day. So, I have, like, this kind of interesting agreement. So, obviously, I do YouTube pretty much full-time at this point. Whether or not I can actually support myself off of it kind of remains to be seen. Haven't really tried that yet. Probably could. It would just be, I would barely eat anything cool. But so, I've kind of put together a rent agreement with my folks that has just turned into, Wander makes food. Wander makes really good, interesting food. Every single day. And then they eat it all, and then Wander has nothing to eat during the day because all the food got taken. God, I'm hungry. So the other day, my mother, like, came in and was just like, we haven't had anything interesting to eat for, like, a week. Because I was gone or busy or something like that. And, you know, couldn't make as much food as a result. So she's like, we're making sweet and sour pork. You mean I'm making sweet and sour pork? You heard what I said. Or I don't exactly remember what her quip was, but it was particularly quippish in response to, you know, me. And I was just like, okay, fine, Jesus Christ. This is absurd nonsense. Have I gone shopping yet? I haven't gone shopping yet. It's meaningless. I don't think those amulets stack, but if they do, I would be very happy. They do! Ooh, okay. We've got 2 of these chicks. Now, these chicks are dangerous. That said, they still don't do a whole lot of damage to me. Let's just go full-on hammer time on this one. The hammer time is just a little bit more powerful. Yep. Plus, it blocks the occasional projectile. Okay, that's useless. Pac-Man gloves are awesome. Crown is worthless. I don't think I have that. But it could be wrong. Nope. Must have already had it. And there for sure, we had it. Okay. Oh, you know what? I can probably put on automatic item pickups now. I wonder how that functions with use items. You know what? Let's just leave it off. This actually lets me cover things. Stuff like that. But yeah, so I made really good sweet and sour pork. Unfortunately, my family has the habit. Actually, I was kind of surprised about this, but at least my mother didn't really realize that, like, if you leave meat in a pot for too long or a frying pan, it, you know, eventually kind of dries out and you get kind of the tougher meat, which really isn't that big of a deal, but it just isn't as good. So sitting there the entire time cooking, and we were waiting for the brown rice to cook. Now, if you've never cooked brown rice before, from what I can tell, it takes like twice as long to cook as, say, regular white rice. That said, brown rice is like way better for you and stuff like that, so generally recommended to cook as much brown rice as you can. Interesting, you can't get another one of those key pickups. It will not give you more. That's kind of a shame. I feel like that should actually be one of the few greens that should stack. Oh well, not the end of the world. Do we spend how much money? 2,000? Yeah, we might as well get a spinny spike ball. Just for the yuck yucks. I don't even know how much damage it does. But so we ended up having to wait for like an extra half hour with the meat in the frying pan. There we go. And so, like, I was sampling it the entire time, being like, hey, how does it taste? Oh, this is really good. And so by the time it was finally done, I was just like, this isn't as good as it was when I was just eating it out of the frying pan. It made me really sad, because I was just like, I don't have meat almost ever. So it's just like, I really want to have, like, the best meat I can possibly make for, you know, what I've got available, and then it always gets messed up, and I'm just like, oh, the sadness. The sadness is all-consuming. Oh well, not the end of the world. It's just kind of one of those where it's like, I need to have, like, more control over my culinary domain, I guess. Or just move out. We're getting there. Really just kind of waiting on Keith on that one. Oh well. I didn't really ruin the meat. It just wasn't as good. Just wasn't as good. I also made zucchini bread today, which turned out to be, like, not nearly as sweet as usual, but that actually turned out to be quite nice. Especially if you can melt some butter and put it on top. Okay, let's mess up the dual... Wait, what am I doing? Soul Garden. Hey! Another item I don't have yet. There's actually a lot of green items that haven't dropped yet, which is kind of handy. Kind of neat. I'm just gonna go hammer time on these guys. I feel like hammer time on the bosses is just weird and satisfying. I don't really see, like, much of a reason not to. My health I am pretty much indomitable. I do take damage from these things, but barely freaking any. And the hammer provides me a nice amount of protection from things. Beautiful. Let's go back for the armor, just in case it stacks for whatever reason. Carrot bread? I've never heard of carrot bread. I should look into it. Okay, so we've got the crit boots. Really wish I could almost keep that constantly up. It'd be nice to be really freaking fast all the time. Oh well, geez, these things hurt. These things really, really hurt. Probably the champion more than anything else. Let's pick up the rusty sword. Everything else is kind of meaningless here. I guess I could buy the 50% chance to regain health. Did nothing. Okay. Surprises no one. Okay. Oh, right. I forgot the hammer does extra physical damage on top of everything else, if I recall. So I think the hammer will always... Oh, shoot. We don't want to do that. I think the hammer will always do more damage. I could be wrong about that one. Okay. This is messy, but I can deal with messy. Yep. Hammer time all the time. Hey, soul jar. Which might actually have a real description of what it does by this point. Let's see what it does. Okay, yep, 50% chance on killing an enemy to possibly gain 5 more HP. He's just around, just laying down a deluge. Okay, where haven't I gone yet? I swear I haven't heard this song before either. I don't know how I haven't, considering I've listened to this playlist like 4 times already. Probably more, really. I need to switch it up. I need to find more no copyright music. Ooh, hey, laser staff. And the skull. I don't think we've had the skull yet. Perfect. See in chat MMR, and I'm like, what? Wait, measles, mumps, rubella? No, they're talking about match rankings and Here's the Storm. That's not even remotely close to what I was thinking. But that's probably a much better thing than I was thinking of. Oh well. I'm glad I've invested in all of those boxing gloves. I didn't need to pick them all up, but it lets me hammer an enemy into another enemy, and then everything explodes. It's kind of beautiful. Like, look, I didn't even really have much of a hand in that one. I just knocked one enemy into the rest, and they all went boom. Because I've got like a handful of detonators at this point. Works beautifully. This has got to be the last one. We are swimming in keys, and we have no use for them anymore. It is fun. Let's see. Copyrighted music have a date where it runs out, so you can play Mozart and stuff like that. This is true. I should probably look into that at some point. That said, you still have to be careful. So the thing about non-copyrighted music is it tends to get picked up by like record labels nonetheless. So for example, some you know, contemporary musician will use like some amount of music from Mozart or something like that. And what will happen is it'll get picked up by the copyright system regardless. Unfortunately for pretty much everybody, actually. We might die on this one. He's getting punchy. I'm trying to just reflect shots back at him, which actually does a fair amount of damage. I'm really glad you can reflect shots. That is totally a nuclear throne thing, but I'm glad it is, because it makes playing melee against this guy more of a defensive fight than anything else. Like, I'm actually doing a fair amount of damage to him just by reflecting the shots. Works great, actually. Wow. Note to self, try this again with the barbarian or something. Like, we don't even need to cheese it, and the range classes might be in a bit of a pickle just because good luck dodging that. But who knows? Okay, we're back up to full health, so I don't have to worry about as much. He still does do a lot more damage than he used to do. But then again, I'm mostly just running without potions. You're the one they sent? You're the one they sent? Are they daft? He's daft. He daft, man. He daft punk. Oh, shit. It's Father, Crystalmus. I don't even. Alright. The one thing is, we haven't seen a whole heck of a lot of... We haven't seen a whole heck of a lot of, oh, what am I trying to think of? Lifesteal weapons. It got patched, so lifesteal actually worked. But, or it works, but I have not seen anything in relation to, like, Bloodthirster or the Blood Dagger or whatever. Which is kind of a shame, because I would like to see how much, like, how healthy I can be if I'm just constantly attacking and not even worrying about stuff. Okay. Well, Death, Destruction, and everything of the sort. It's actually working out pretty well. What do you get from here? Nothing useful. We might as well pick up the silver key, even though that means practically nothing. Okay, I'm not going to bother with Merlin this time around. I'm not going to pick that up. Might actually reduce my, oh, jeez. I didn't even do this. I didn't even know how that happened. Hey, Killer Q. Beard since you last joined. Yeah? I like having a beard. Might get shaved off, unfortunately, in a couple of weeks, but... who knows? Maybe Shell will like it all of a sudden. Maybe Shell will finally love the beard. Unfortunately, the beard is kind of pokey, and she doesn't like kissing it. And let's be honest here. As much as I like beard, keeping the lady happy is probably a little bit more important than bearding. Despite all evidence to manliness. Finally, the 4-leaf clover. I was wondering when we were gonna get that. It's probably one of the rarest now, just because it makes runs like this. But then again, runs like this are... I'd say rare, but they're not. +2 damage, yeah! Alright, we've almost got the entire gamut. I don't know if all those slots are, like, actually your inventory limit, or if it's just, like, arbitrary. I didn't even do half of that. Something just exploded, and then everything else just kind of went with it. I think detonators do actually... I think detonators end up doing, like, the amount of damage, like, you physically do with an attack. I could be wrong on that one, but I think that's how it works. That did increase my HP. And there are, in fact, 3 of these guys. Figured as much. Luckily, they don't do any extra damage. There's just 3 of them now. I can work with that. I really wish there was actually New Game Plus bosses. Like, just enhanced versions of the... Hey, pickaxe. Whoa, pickaxe has got a buff. Didn't even realize it. But, like, if there's the like, skeleton emperor instead, and you just summon non-stop skeletons all the time. Because I think that would be really cool. Same thing with the slime. Maybe have the slime be, like, something on in league with, like, Gertie. You know, massive and just, like, just shitting slimes at everything. Oh, hey, we haven't opened this up. Hey, that's another thing. Well, we might as well buy the rusty sword. I'm too fast for my own good, unfortunately. Because I think I've picked up enough. Oh, wait, no, I probably just crit something recently. Because we move uncomfortably fast every time we crit, which is pretty much all the time. I don't even see the character's feet animating anymore. He's so fast. It's just like, bam. What's our speed at? Only 2.21. Oh wait, no, it's much higher with the crazy boots going. Duh. Alright, and he's good. Bag of gold. Yeah, so we're gonna be able to level up every single one of our passives at the very least. Let's get the wizard's book. I think that increases our attack speed, but it could be wrong. Stuff like that. This engine seems familiar. I actually don't know how they made this game. Like, I have no idea what engine they made this game in. I really don't. That's an interesting question. I have no idea. None whatsoever. Okay, so the nice thing is we've got the clover at long last. We don't really need it. At this point, we are sufficiently absurd to the point where, like, nothing can stop us. But the nice thing about it is pretty much white grade items are the things that drop. So we're going to be swimming in basic swords and stuff like that, which is exactly what we need. Because everything else is, well, useless. And not going to help us at all. Okay. Let's open up these. Let's switch to the swinging disc. Because the disc actually does damage to these guys. Lots. Oh shit. He's still alive. I didn't even realize. Never mind. Kind of solved that problem. Hey, wooden shield. That's handy. I think... Nope. I still can't. There we go. Plus damage. Wow. I think that's functioned. Like, every single one of those potions of risk in the past little while has actually worked. Unicorn horn. Does not say if the chance has gone up. I don't think it has, but they do stack, so maybe eventually you get up to like 3%. That said, my damage is so high it doesn't really matter. I do a third of that every single strike, so it's... I mean, it's effectively just an extra crit. On top of everything else. I don't even know. This is silly business. It really is. I wonder what time we're looking at here. Probably time to just sacrifice the run. Honestly. I'm not entirely sure how interested people are in, like, seeing loop after loop in this game. Like, in Risk of Rain, it's fun because the stakes keep getting raised. But this game gets, you know, like, you don't even see the combat anymore. It's just kind of like, bam, death. I'll have to think on that. Should also really get on, like, contacting people. Oh, well, not the end of the world. Another beaker. Was that my first beaker? No. I've already had one. Okay. I do have to say, this is kind of nice and relaxing. It really is. Still trying to think on, like, what I want to do in this run. Because at this point, even the last boss isn't threatening. I guess we could just kind of, like, obstinately just go up and hit him in the face repeatedly. Yeah, why don't we do that? Because I can just keep looping forever. And since the performance issues have been circumvented just by removing the one item that, like, was messing everything up, we can pretty much just do this run forever. I don't think... Yeah. Oh, hey, the portal's already open. Didn't even realize. Part of the problem is all the fun items have been picked up. Like, we're still missing some of the lifesteals. Isn't there supposed to be another one of you? There was. They were just stacked on top of each other. Well, that works. I guess. Jeez. Imagine if I was a regular player right now. Oh, damn it. Alright, whatever. I didn't need it. Anyway. I do hate the fact that that thing is, that portal has a massive hitbox. Yeah. So that is kind of one of the unfortunate bits. I would love to see this on a higher difficulty, so I think that's what I'm going to do from now on. Until the Necromancer gets fixed, we're not going to return to this difficulty. Ever. Because it's alright, but it's not really worth it. It'll get there. It will. Our defense is actually higher than our damage. I didn't realize that. Wow, that's ridiculous. Bam. Okay, let's see. Anything else around here? Not overwhelmingly. Yeah, so I'm just trying to bull rush my way straight to the last boss. There's really nothing holding me back here. There's not even a whole lot of, like, good items. How many Madu bucklers do I have? 3? Okay, that's 4. Is there a cap on these things? No. Wow. So you could potentially get so many bucklers that you have an unlimited chance to parry. Or, a 100%. I don't even know. Okay. You know what I want to play after this? Let's play some Cavern Kings after this. It's been a while. I'll think on the other things. Maybe Road Train. Unfortunately, like, the last thing that I want to film, I can't, because there's an embargo until what is it, September 1st? I hate embargoes. They don't even make sense. Especially for indie games. Like, maybe if it was like a AAA game and you're trying to keep secrets out. But if it's an indie game that doesn't even have a plot, what's the point? I don't know. Because, yeah, I got a review copy of Painter's Guild along the way. Really liked it. It was fun. But it doesn't come out until next week, so I can record the full series beforehand. But can't put it up, can't show it on Twitch, can't stream, can't do anything of the sort. So it's just like, well, this is what you get. Nothing. Alright, a quad soul keeper. Or tri keeper. Okay, sup tri keeper? I'm just gonna sit here wailing on you guys. Might as well pick up the potion of risk. Well, it's bound to happen to get a negative on one of those. They're already dead. Oh, interesting. It didn't work. Well, we get more boxing gloves. How many boxing gloves can you boxing glove? I don't even know. Okay. Yeah, never buy a webcam mic. Eric or anybody else. If you're looking to get into Let's Playing, never ever buy a webcam mic. It's not worth it. Headsets are good. Webcam, no. Like, there are some that have, like, passable microphones. But it's, for the most part, buy a webcam for the webcam. Even then, like headset mics. Even headset mics really aren't nearly as good as, like, an actual, like, professional recording microphone. Or at least semi-professional. There's a lot of... Did these things get faster? I want to say they did, but they probably didn't. I don't even know. Okay. At this point, I'm just kind of ignoring the enemies and just blasting my way through them. They're a little bit dangerous to be running after, but who cares, right? Right. I don't even know where the chests are. I just assumed they worked. Hey, that's another green item we haven't gotten yet. Okay. Yeah, I kind of wish after a certain point this game would turn into, like, pure unadulterated boss rush mode. Because I think that would be kind of entertaining. And it just keeps stacking bosses and, like, mixing bosses and stuff like that. Hard to tell. There's a lot of death. There it is. Haven't hit the portal yet. Got one more in the top left. Never mind, not in the top left. Straight left. I think I just had a mosquito bite me in the foot. That's inconvenient. And uncomfortable. That really is. I think I might split this episode up into multiple parts. Hard to say. Alright, let's... Hey, finally! I was wondering about this. If we were gonna get one of these. Okay, so let's see how much, how well we can survive just by wailing on him with our hammer. Do we just have him perma-stunned? Wow, that lifesteal is substantial, though. That lifesteal really does make quite the difference. Yeah, so I'm just gonna sit inside the judgment, hitting him as much as I can. We beat him, we don't. I'm gonna end after this fight anyway, just because it's ridiculous. And we'll switch over to Jeez, that is so much fun. Yeah, just being directly at his chin seems to work beautifully, especially with the right level of attack speed. So I could see the warrior actually fighting this guy without generally taking a whole heck of a lot of damage. A couple of points that will. I guess that point would probably... You'd probably take a fair amount of damage. Okay. Well, I should probably focus on this guy. I don't actually know if the boss can be killed. Like, if you can actually kill the boss. I'm still doing damage to him. So, yeah, let's see if I can kill him before Crystal Guy. Crystal Guy is not a threat. He's mostly just kind of a joke. Included in the game. Let's see. He does not take much damage, though. So I wonder if he takes less damage while this guy is still alive. Let's murder him and see if he takes more. This is straight up science and shit. The answer is no. This guy just never takes damage. He mostly takes damage from his own attacks parried back at him. I wonder about that. He also takes fuck tons from criticals. So there's that. Alright, we took him down. Yay, I have a lot of money. We're gonna... Let's go to the main menu. And we have unlocked Nightmare difficulty. Enemies have 200% HP, damage, walk 50% faster, but you level up 3 times faster as well. Okay. So first and foremost, let's go into passives. And greed's not bad, but let's... Wait, what? What? My money! Oh, because I quit. No, god damn it. All of that money! Well, that was dumb.